Hey guys, Chris here. Another busy day for videos today. Two videos I want to try and react to today, or trailers. First on Nintendo are on a roll. They've dropped another trailer, and this one seems to be Zelda related. And it is a return to the Hyrule Warriors franchise by the looks of it. Because they've dropped a 6-minute video. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, a story 100 years before The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So looks like we're getting another Hyrule Warriors game, potentially filling in the backstory for Breath of the Wild, which I'm really excited for. The other video is the Xbox Series S video that's come out. You want to check that out. But yeah, before we start talking about the Xbox video, because that's going to be a separate video, I really enjoyed Hyrule Warriors, so the possibility of getting another sequel or getting a sequel is actually quite exciting, something I'm looking forward to. The fact that it's been announced so soon after the Mario stuff is quite exciting, so I'm not sure what it's going to be next year perhaps. Might be a spring game that they're announcing, but a lot of people are thinking there should be something else in November, so it's whether they do decide to give us something else this year, which yeah, it should be good if they do, but obviously a lot of waiting to see, I think. But anyway, before we get on too carried away, got the video queued up and let's get stuck into this. So here we go. So Nintendo presents my games. Fair enough.
Hello everyone, I'm Eiji Aonuma,
producer
of the Legend of Zelda series.
There he is.
We mentioned in the June 2019 Nintendo Direct presentation that we had started development on the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Oh yeah, Breath of the Wild.
Many people around the world are still playing Breath of the Wild, so I'd like to thank you all from the bottom of my heart. Everyone, thank you so much.
You gonna get an update on the game?
Regarding the sequel, in order to make the vast world you enjoyed exploring in the original game even more impressive, the team is working hard on its development. So you'll have to wait a bit longer before we can provide more updates.
Okay, so update next year, I'm guessing.
In the meantime, we've prepared a different way for you to experience the world of Hyrule, and we have a video to introduce it.
Okay.
Please take a look.
So let's see what they got.
The history of the royal family of Hyrule is also the history of...
Oh, it's Imper's text from Breath of the Wild. Footage from Breath of the Wild.
I think you are now ready. Ready to hear what happened.
That looks nice.
100 years ago.
This looks interesting. Looks cool. Yeah, Hyrule Warriors is back. Oh, you got the champions, that's cool. Look at that story. Love how they got the background music from Breath of the Wild in the background. That's cool, you get to play as the champions, that's cool. Yeah, looking forward to that. This actually looks really nice. Oh, the Blood Moon. Yes, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. Cool. So there's a lot of story that looks of it.
What you just saw is the game that Koei Tecmo Games is developing.
Nice.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity.
That's cool.
This game takes place 100 years before the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, it's a prequel.
In that game, the great calamity that occurred 100 years prior was mentioned, but the actual event itself wasn't shown in full. In this game, you'll be able to experience the events of the Great Calamity.
That's cool. It's filling in the
So
backstory,
now,
which is
I'd
nice.
like to invite Koei Tecmo Games producer, Mr. Hayashi, to join me here.
Okay, so Koei, we're going to talk about the game.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yosuke Hayashi from Koei Tecmo Games and the producer of this game. Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity began when Mr. Aonuma approached us saying, I think it would be interesting to create a Warriors game telling the story of the Great Calamity. What do you think?
As also the Nintendo approached
The
Koei
battles
Tecmo.
between the Kingdom of Hyrule and Calamity Ganon would complement Warrior-style gameplay against large armies.
That sounds cool.
The previous Hyrule Warriors games were filled with Zelda conventions. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild broke these conventions entirely, and perhaps it's the same for everyone here, but for someone like me, who's been playing Zelda games for a long time, this was an extraordinary experience. It's a new special title for me.
So changing it up again.
Unlike the previous Hyrule Warriors games, Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was developed by working closely with the Zelda team in every step of the process.
That's interesting.
Gameplay direction, graphics, world, and all dialogue. And while
That's very interesting.
Gameplay style of the Warrior series, with exciting 1 versus 1,000 battles and a wide variety of playable characters, this became the only game that will let you experience the world 100 years prior to the events of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild firsthand.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you, Mr. Hayashi. During the development of the previous Hyrule Warriors games, I was impressed with how the Warriors development team, led by Mr. Hayashi, had a deep understanding of the Legend of Zelda series.
That's good that he respected them.
They made it possible to create this new experience by combining the well-detailed world of Breath of the Wild with Warriors gameplay. Therefore, I believe this game will offer the experience of the Great Calamity battles that weren't fully shown in the original game.
That's cool. It's a lot more immersive and closer to the games.
Hyrule Warriors games, and those who played The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild can experience this game.
That's cool.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity will launch on November 20th.
Wow, that's this year. Is this their big November game?
Thank you for your continued support for The Legend of Zelda and this game.
That's cool. That's interesting. Yeah, so here's a new game, and it's interesting to see that the Zelda team are a lot more hands-on with this one than they were the first Hyrule Warriors. I thought they'd been quite hands-on the first Hyrule Warriors, but I think because this is so closely tied to Breath of the Wild stuff, it kind of does make sense that they are like working a lot more closely on it. And the fact they're using the maps and that from, or seem to be using a lot of the assets from Breath of the Wild in terms of the world and that. And even down to the graphics and the fact that all the dialogue is being looked over by the Zelda team shows how interlinked it's going to be. So yeah, that is actually really pretty exciting. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. Bit of a bolt from the blue that's coming out in November. I was fully expecting maybe a spring title to kick off like the Zelda anniversary next year. But yeah, that is yeah, looking pretty good. But anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Are you looking forward to the game? Do you like how it's looking? Do you like that they are doing this and taking this approach with the game? I do think it's pretty cool. Yeah, so please let me know your thoughts, and please like the video, share it, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's see if we can get up to 100 subscribers. Yeah, until next time, speak to you soon. Bye.